Step one is creating a cover letter, but if you already have a cover letter and a CV, just simply go to the time you see listed up here on the screen at the moment to go into the next step. Now, when you're writing a cover letter, here are some of the important points listed by an Australian government website on what this cover letter should include. There should be 2 to 3 paragraphs. Explain how your skills and personality traits are suited to the job. This should also be tailored to the job that you are applying for, which is with Tiffany's. So do a bit of your research about Tiffany's, read through their about page as well before you start this part in the process. Now, also you should address the cover letter ideally to the individual compared to the company that you're applying for. So if there's any way of you finding out the individual that you're sending this through to, considering we're talking about Tiffany's being a very large corporation, I would at least mention or send it to Tiffany's Human Resources team. That would be my recommendation when placing who is this to in the cover letter. Now, also make sure to proofread your cover letter. Spelling mistakes are going to look messy and they're probably going to just simply throw out the cover letter and not even bother about reading through your CV or resume. Now let's move on to step number 2, which is crafting your CV or resume. Now this is also important to know. Depending on where you are located in the world, a CV and resume can be regarded to be two different things, not the exact same thing. I'm located in Australia and here they're regarded to be the same thing. But if you're located in America, these can be regarded to be two different pieces of information. So make sure to read through what they're looking for when it comes into sending your application in. So this way you send them the right information that they are requesting. But when it comes into creating a CV or a resume, according to another government-run Australian-based website, this is the most common information that is included. You should include your contact information, your education, your professional experience, qualifications and skills, awards and honors, grants and any sponsorships that you've received too, licenses and certificates, any volunteer work you've participated in, and another nice option is to place in your hobbies and your personal interests too. Now, the third step is then going to be visiting the link down in the description. This is the link towards Tiffany's HR and recruiting portion of their website as well. I've linked that down in the description, but before you find the email there and you click this button to be able to send it off to them, how is your CV? How is your resume? Think one more time. Are you confident in it? Do you feel it's going to stand out amongst others? If you are unsure, I would then recommend maybe refining it. And my recommended way of refining it is by learning how to write a better version of this. Now, one book that I read through that definitely helped my resume and CV stand out and allow me to get jobs with different companies that I wanted a job with was a very simple and straightforward book called How to Write the Perfect Resume. I've linked that book down in the description as well. That way you should go and pick it up before you click that send button as well. You can pick it up off Amazon for less than $5. Well worth the investment. Now, step number 4 is I also tried to do some research for all of you watching. So I sent Tiffany's an email asking what would they be looking for when hiring a sales associate. This way I could make sure that I have the right information before sending my application in. Now, unfortunately, I think that HR team might be sleeping at the moment, or they're inundated with a lot of CVs and applications and they're like, you know, I have more stuff to do, so I'm not bothering replying. But if they do get back to me, you will see their reply listed down in the comments of this video though too. But at the moment, as of the recording of this video, I have nothing back from them. Now, my final recommendation in step number 5 is to make sure to create some confidence around handling and selling jewelry. Now, if this is your first time possibly working within the luxury space and working within jewelry, what you need to do next is click on this video series that you see up here in the corner of the screen. I created a jewelry sales training course going from your morning routine all the way through to adding on and following up with customers too. This is a complimentary course here on YouTube. This way it will improve your confidence for when you get that phone call back from Tiffany's.